that they say this opening of this portal was even bigger than when Christ was born. But it is all about the second coming, and that how Christ has the healing angels and Archangel Michael has the warrior angels, the angels that no one wants to, mess around with for sure. Not even a whole city can handle one of those angels.
Yeah, we're
But
excited, Jimmy, because you hit the nail on the head. It totally makes sense. The Lamasery this week revealed to me going into Thanksgiving and what the world calls Black Friday. I like to think the crucifixion should have been called Black Friday, but of course that's just the Lama's concept. But the concept is Christ returning and the portal being even larger than it was at the first advent. We know the first advent was that first Christmas, the birth of Christ and God's firstborn child. And we're so excited because, here he is with Archangel Michael. And they say, man, oh man, it's even open larger. People might ask how. Well, we have records that go back 3,000 years, and we were here 1,300 years before Jesus showed up the first time. And now he's getting ready he's showing up the second time. And it's very interesting. More people than ever before are seeing him. They're seeing Archangel Michael. You hear about it. The warrior and the healing angels are everywhere. They're going into the tabernacles. They're going into the churches. They're going into the parks. You see judgment beginning to happen. You see all these natural catastrophes. What's very interesting that I've noticed, Jimmy, that no one's talking about it with the natural catastrophes, is that the loss of life is still minute compared to the devastation of these natural disasters. I mean, we had over 30 tornadoes hit southern Alabama the other day, and the loss of life was really low. It could have been much higher. Everybody knows when Ivan went like a buzzsaw through South Florida, the loss of life, of course, any loss of life is terrible, but people have to understand with the amount of devastation. In other words, as much as this is being done, the reason that I know that Abba's hand is in all this, it's very surgical, Jimmy. And sometimes when we refer to Shiva, the destroyer of death, sometimes we actually call him the surgeon, that he knows exactly what to remove, who to remove, and the exact measures. I mean, it's like a stealth fighter with a laser beam saying, just going to take these and these. Last week when we were in Mass, part of Scripture was the stories of where, two men are working in the field. God took one of them, left the other one, and they didn't know what happened to him and where it's gone. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now, brother.